time, a dish with D. That's me. Thank you on this video, making yourself a priority. I am Denise. It is Wednesday. And Wednesday on this channel is what I eat in a day on Weight Watchers. I try to give you points, calories, and macros. It doesn't always work out that way. It's been a busy week. I did throw in a recipe at the end of this video because this video is very short. I didn't do a lot of filming this week. My life's been crazy right now. We'll get better. But there is a blended mango oatmeal, overnight oats, at the end. So look at the tree. I don't think you can tell, but the tree is legit losing its all pretty feathers. I think I showed it to you. Feathers, leaves. I think I showed it to you last week how it was all white and now it's green. Everything is fallen to the ground. Sorry about that. So without further ado, and I'm also including, which I don't remember if I did or not, I figured it was good to put in here again, the air fryer baked clams in a can. They're so fantastic and easy and so yummy that I threw them in here again. Because I'm looking, I'm like, did I throw that in there? I don't remember where I put it. But I figured always put that in there again because it was so good. And it was just some spices, a Laughing Cow cheese wedge, some Parmesan cheese, and you air fry it in the can. You could bake it. If you didn't have an air fryer, you could bake it. It'll work. But without further ado, let's roll some of that delicious food footage. Somebody's chopping the tree down. Let's see if we can turn these canned clams into a nice little lunch snacky little situation. Drain our clams. We leave our clams in the can. We're going to add seasonings of our choice. I'm going to use some delicious onion, some delicious garlic, and some delicious seafood. As much or as little as you like, but you don't need a lot because there's not a lot of clams here. Add a cheese wedge of your choice. Combine well. If you'd like a little itty bitty squeeze of lemon juice, not a lot, or you can totally omit that. Mix it well. Spray the top with, I can't believe it's not butter. Top with a teaspoon of Parmesan cheese. Have your air fryer heated at 375 and air fryer for 10 minutes, right in the can. This canned clams comes to 1 point for the cheese wedge on Weight Watchers. Okay, here she is right out of the oven. Let's have a taste. I put a little on this gluten-free cracker. You see the steam? I don't burn myself. What a fun little addition to my girl lunch. Time for another tasting. What are you tasting today, Dee? Pickleballs. Pickle dill corn snacks. Corn puffs. Like I said, 150 calories for the serving of 48 pieces. 46 pieces. 5 points on Weight Watchers. 2 grams of protein, 19 grams of carbs. No or sugar or added sugar. So let's shake them up. Let's open from the bottom. You know, every time the seasoning always falls to the bottom. And I always forget to do that. It doesn't open. I love a good clean cut. Oh my gosh, the literal pickle smell that wafted out of this bag smells like Vlasic pickles. And they're by Vlasic. Oh my gosh. They're green. See them? Oh my gosh. These are pickly. Oh my gosh, you gotta love pickle. I got these at Five Below. Sam's Club has a huge bag, but if you love pickle snacks, you gotta try these. I give them a 5 out of 5. They're a pickle, they are crunchy, they are corn, they are fantastic. All right, lunch today is 6 points on Weight Watchers. I have 2 points of the Vlasic pickle ball corn puffs. The serving is 5 points. I have 2 points worth. I have 4 ounces of rotisserie chicken, a 2-point cheese stick, and that is 2 points. That is Korean barbecue sauce. A tablespoon is 2 points. I think that's all I'll need. I didn't have anything else, and that just sounded really good. There's gluten in it, but you know what? Live and learn. So that is 6 points on Weight Watchers, 335 calories, 19 grams of carbs, 42 grams of protein, and 7 grams of added sugar. I'm going to say it's probably coming from that. Not the puffs, actually. Maybe the cheese stick and the barbecue sauce. So that's my girl lunch today. A little bit of everything, and I'm going to enjoy it. It looks delicious, and I will tell you, I do love this barbecue sauce, but yeah, it's a bit steep. Dinner tonight is 0 points, believe it or not. I have an egg white wrap for 0, a 4-ounce chicken burger for 0, 1 slice of Canadian bacon for 0. Oh, I'm wrong. This sauce is 1 point. Pickled onions for 0. So this is all 1 point. I mean, there's a crime committed right there. But that's my dinner tonight so far. Time for another tasting. What are you tasting today? Another Prime Bites brownie. This one is in the glazed cinnamon roll. It scans at 8, but it is 7 points, which you might think, oh my gosh, it is a brownie. It's a big size brownie. So I don't, honestly, I don't worry about that as long as I'm calorically in where I need to be. 19 grams of protein, 5 grams of collagen, 220 calories. Like I said, 19 grams of protein. It has 6 grams of total sugars, includes 4 of added. And I hear this great flavor is supposed to be really good. I don't know if I've ever had this one. I know I haven't had it lately because Five Below does not sell it. It has a little glaze on top. It looks very dense. Remember, I do have a discount from Prime Bites, and sometimes they have sales, so you really can stack that. And what I love about these, you can see how dense they are and moist. That's what makes them so delightful. Because nobody wants a dry brownie. At least I don't. Now, the guy on the thing says this is his favorite, so we'll see how it stacks. Wow. I can see why it's his favorite. That's awesome. Oh my God. That's like a 10 out of 5. I might have to order a box of these. Oh my God. Hands down, the best Prime Bites. Worth every 7 point and 220 calories. It's 19 total carbs, 2 grams of fiber equals 10 sugar alcohols, and 7 net carbs. You're a net carb person. Shut up. These are fantastic. Box orders going in for these. Phenomenal. GNC sells them too. And Five Below does not have this flavor. At least mine has never carried it. But oh my gosh, these are fantastic. I'm going to enjoy this. All right, dinner tonight is chicken thighs, salad, and some tikka masala rice. Comes to 5 points for my dressing and my rice. My chicken thigh is 0. 337 calories, 27 grams of carbs, 25 grams of protein, and I think I scribbled on there 2 or 3 grams of fiber. Can't understand myself. But that's my dinner tonight. I may have more salad and maybe a little bit more chicken. We'll see how I feel. All right, having a serving of tuna with mayonnaise, sun-dried tomatoes, and a little bit of egg. I'm going to use these gluten-free Milton's olive oil sea salt crackers. I'm going to use half a serving for 2 points. And my mayo is 1 point, so my lunch is 3 points. 220 calories, 17 grams of carbs, and 17 grams of protein. It's going to be my first meal of the day for lunch. Breakfast this morning is a 0 point scramble. I have 2 eggs. I have peppers, onions, mushrooms, 1 slice of Canadian bacon, and a little bit of spinach, some seasoning, and that is it. So, well, in Weight Watchers, that is a 0 point breakfast. There is lots of protein and there is some fiber in there, and there's calories, but not tracking that right today, but just wanted to give you a little heads up on my anniversary dinner out. It was a chicken Slovaki. 4 points for the pita, 4 points for the tzatziki, 3 points for the feta cheese, 2 points for the olives, and 1 point for the olive oil may have been used. So a total of 14 points for that absolutely delicious plate of food. Breakfast on Easter was 8 points, 2 farm fresh eggs, and a very little slice of pizza, Easter ham pie, pizza rustica for 8 points. That's what I gave it based on the size that I had. Quick lunch today. I have some lettuce leaves, and I made some homemade chicken salad. 1 point for the mayo, and that's going to be my how much chicken. At least 3 ounces. I didn't measure it. It's a rush today, but that's my lunch today. I'm going to wrap it up and enjoy. Already having some leftover dinner. I'm having some roasted broccolini for 0 points. These are Brussels sprouts that I roasted with buffalo sauce, and I have a point's worth of ranch, kind of like buffalo sprouts. 1 point for the ranch. And I have about 6 ounces of ham here for about 7 points. I know it seems like a lot of ham, but I need something to keep me full, so I had to amp up the ham a little bit. But that's my dinner tonight. for 8 points, 7 for my ham, and 1 for my light ranch. All right, we're going to make our breakfast tomorrow. We're going to make blended overnight oats. I've made blended oats, but not blended overnight oats. So usually when I blend them, I bake them. So I thought we would do this together and see how it comes out when we see my what I eat in a day tomorrow. So here we go. I'm going to blend it right in my jar with my immersion blender. So I have my half a cup of old-fashioned oats. I did put a dash of salt in there already. And then we're going to put a teaspoon of chia seeds. Okay. I have half a cup of milk. This is unsweetened almond milk. I may add more if I need it. Again, never made this before. Don't know if I'll need more. I do have a little serving of brown sugar. Substitutes like a heaping tablespoon. We have our non-fat Greek yogurt. I believe this is a 1/3 cup. Okay. We measure everything. It's fun. I haven't done a breakfast with you guys in a while, but I thought this would be fun to put in my what I eat in a day because you can see me make it and then you can see me try it tomorrow. Because I usually blend, like I said, I blend my oats and I bake them, but this is a totally new concept for me. A little vanilla extract, just a little splash. And we're going to put some mango chunks. Yes, a little bit of mango. I'm going to leave a few just to garnish tomorrow. If my vessel's not big enough, I'm going to put it in the other container. Like this. Push it down. Okay. Save these for garni. Let me grab my immersion blender. I'm going to have to shut this light off. I have another outlet here. And we could blend it. Oh, like I said. If I have to put it in the other blender, I'm not going to be happy about that. Because I thought, oh, I can blend it right in my jar. Didn't think it'd be this full. We'll see. Power tools extraordinaire. Because it doesn't fit. Go grab my other jar. I'm gonna go put it in my Ninja and I'm gonna blend her up. All right, have no fear. I am not wasting this dirty thing. I have it put back in here to sit overnight, right? Smells good. Okay, look at her. Okay, so I'm gonna put it in the fridge. It will thicken. Because once those oats, they've been blended, will thicken. Well, at least that's the hope. I'll see you in the morning, and we will chop. I did put a few extra mangoes in there because I had the space. Now I have the space. So I did throw a little bit of extra mangoes and a little extra splash of milk. It's a little dry. But yeah, you can maybe go up to 3/4 of a cup. Or maybe 2/3 probably. Instead of the half cup, go to 2/3 cup. But again, you're still paying the same amount of points for it. So I will see you in the morning. We will try our blended mango overnight oats. I'll be back. Good morning. It's the next day. And we're going to see how our overnight oats are. This is the first time, I don't know if I mentioned that. This is the first time I've ever blended my overnight oats. Oh my God, my voice is so deep. I eat overnight oats all the time. Oh my God. I just skimmed up. So I'm all... I can't look at myself in the morning yet. I'm not ready to. So here she is. There's a lot in here. I did up the milk a little bit. I felt like it needed it. And I think I'm right because she poured it out. So she thickened. It comes to 1.0 Weight Watchers for the milk. I didn't use any protein powder. I just wanted to see how it blended with just milk. But you could sub out protein powder, of course. 289 calories, 58 grams of carbs. Now, they're mostly good carbs from your oats and your fruit, so I don't get too crazy. I do. Plus, I've added all the fruit for the topping as well. 15 grams of protein, 6 grams of fiber. I didn't put any seasoning in, like cinnamon or anything. You could if you choose to. I just wasn't feeling, like I said, I wasn't feeling seasoning. In fact, I brought it out in case I wanted it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll taste it first. Let's taste it before we put our little topping. My topping is just another little chopped piece of mango. But yeah, look how thick she is. Now, most times when I've made blended oats, I've baked it. I had an egg in it and all. This is just, like I said, milk, yogurt, and fruit and oats. I used rolled old fashioned. I did not use quick, but let's see. She's something like a parfait, like a melted ice cream. Dare I say? I don't know. I just really like it. Actually, it does reminiscent of baby food. Like that's why I like the overnights are kind of chunky. This does remind me a little bit of baby food. Honest here. But she's very good. So I'm just gonna chop a little bit of mango on top. You could pour it out in a nice bowl. I'm not doing that. I don't need to dirty a bowl. I'm just gonna chop a little bit of mango just for a little bit of texture. You could put, I guess you wanted to put some crushed hemp in there, hearts, or some pumpkin seeds, sesame seeds, Lily's chocolate chips. I mean, you could put those little things in there. I don't think she needs it. But, you know, if you want a little bit of, like I said, texture, you could absolutely do that. So there she is. I think she's pretty good. I think it's different. Not much more of a prep. The immersion blender did not fit in my jar, as we saw. I thought it'd be easier just to, maybe if she was a wide mouth jar, she probably would have gotten in there. But I did put her back in there, so I didn't waste anything. So that is it for this little breakfast recipe method. So, like I said, join the TikTok trend and blend your overnight oats. A little something different. I mean, I gotta be honest, it can make a little fun little dessert. If I'm feeling satisfied, I'm going to stop eating her, because that's happened lately, and I will save the rest for after dinner. Put her in a creamy. Like, I love textured. There was one, let me think, Turkey Hill had a frozen yogurt. Now, I don't know if they still do. I should look. I really enjoyed it. We're going back pre-marriage. So we're talking about 30 years ago. Good God, I didn't see it was that long ago. But they had a frozen yogurt called Maple Cinnamon Granola. So it was a frozen yogurt, but it had textures of granola in there. I think I would enjoy that in a creamy, like in an ice cream. And another, after Timmy's ordination, I'm just, I would eat in a day, but I want to tell you this. Peter and I want to, more him than I, but I'm doing it. Delve into we have a creamy ice cream maker. I've showed it to you. It's not the brand. It is a less expensive dupe. I think it's called the Dessert Station from Food Genie. They sent it to me for review. I did need to unbox it. Always planned on trying it, just never did last summer. But we're going to do it come the summer. So that's going to be on the rotation. A granola yogurt ice cream. I love texture. That's why I think something else needs to say. I did put the mangoes in there. I think we're going to need some seeds. Maybe a few. Oh, I did have my Chuck Zero white chocolate chips. This might have to be adjusted, these points, but I definitely have the room. The only thing I don't have the room for is carbs. And here's the fun fact. If you say, oh my gosh, there's 58 carbs, lunch doesn't have to have any. So I can make that up with the next meal. So don't ever be afraid to spend a little bit of money. And it's, like I said, it's the good carbs. It's the oats, it's the fruit. They're the ones that break down slower. So they're the ones you want to have. So I'm going to eat this. I've talked way too long, but yeah. Blended overnight oats is a thing, and it's pretty good. Look at that. Like I said, dessert. I would enjoy this as dessert. Maybe you wouldn't, but I would. So there you go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Well, I have that recipe on dishfortwo.com. It's just basic overnight oats, really. There's no method. I mean, it's a method. It's not really a recipe. I will say you have to up the milk a little bit. Now, yeah, you do. A little bit more. You know, like I said, it didn't cost me any more in points, so I was good with that. All right, on to the next food adventure. That is it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. If you have any suggestions, I'm always up for suggestions. Honestly, I was thinking about, I don't know if I'll get to it now, but I was thinking about doing a whole video on just snacks, like showing you how to make the snacks. What do you think? Will you go for a snack video? I'm up for a snack video, so we'll see. We'll change it up, maybe. We'll see. All right, thanks for watching. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, join us here at Dish with D, where we are outside right now, but we enjoy our food and we enjoy sharing it. So if that is something you're interested in, hit the subscribe button, join us here, and I will see you later, my lovelies. What'd you think of that oatmeal? It's pretty good.